Hello dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's topic is equation of a cone whose vertex is origin. Actually this is my fourth video related to cone. In my previous videos I have given what is the definition of a cone and what are the components of a cone and what are the properties of a cone and how to find the equation of a cone whenever the vertex and the guiding curve or base curve are given, and also I have solved some problems related to that. In this video I am going to give a general equation of a cone. So before going to give a general equation of a cone, we take a special case where the vertex of the cone is origin. So whenever the vertex of a cone is origin, in that case we derive a general equation of the cone. So also we prove that the general equation of a cone is homogeneous equation, and conversely we prove that every homogeneous equation in XYZ represents a cone with vertex at origin. So before going to that, let us have some properties of cone. Let us read. Okay, see this. Definition of a cone. A cone is a surface generated by a straight line which pass through a fixed point and intersect a curve or touch a surface. Already we know it. A cone is nothing but a surface so that there is a fixed point and the cone is generated by straight lines passing through this fixed point and intersect a curve, or a cone is generated by straight lines passing through a fixed point and touch a surface. There are two ways to generate a cone. So for example, here you can see there is a surface. Here we have taken a sphere surface, a spherical surface. So O is a fixed point here. The line passing through O and touching the surface is this. So you can draw a lot of lines, many lines passing through the fixed point alpha, beta, gamma and touching the surface. We can draw many lines, such lines around the sphere. All these lines form a cone. So the locus of such lines is a curved surface which is called a cone. So each line is called generator. So this is another case. Here there is a curve and this is the fixed point. We can draw straight lines passing through the fixed point and intersecting the curve. So in the similar way you can draw many lines like that. All these lines forms a curved surface. In this case also the surface is called cone, and the straight line which is generating the surface is, that means a straight line passing through the vertex, passing through the fixed point and intersecting the curve is called a generator of the cone. In each case the fixed point is said to be the vertex. For example, see this. In each case the fixed point is said to be the vertex and the line joining the fixed point and touching the surface or meeting the curve and intersecting the curve is called generator. The straight line which generates the cone is called generator, and the curve, this curve is called base curve or guiding curve. So these are the components of a cone. So quadratic cones with vertex at the origin. Quadratic cones. Quadratic cones means the cones whose vertex is the origin are called quadratic cones. That means if O0, is the vertex of a cone, then the cone is said to be quadratic cone. So how to find the general equation of a quadratic cone? So see, this is a theorem. The equation of a cone whose vertex is the origin is homogeneous and conversely. So what is the statement? We have to understand the statement first. The equation of a cone whose vertex is origin. The equation of a cone whose vertex is origin is homogeneous. Homogeneous means, what is homogeneous and what is non-homogeneous? A homogeneous equation, in a homogeneous equation, degree of each term is same. If the degree of each term is same, then the equation is said to be homogeneous. Otherwise, the equation is said to be non-homogeneous. For example, in this case, this is a non-homogeneous equation because degree of the terms up to this terms, what degree of this term is 2, degree of this term is also 2, degree of this term is also 2. Degree is nothing but power of the variable or sum of the powers of variables. Here degree of this term is y to the power of 1, z to the power of 1, degree of this term is 1 plus 1, 2. Here also z to the power of 1, x to the power of 1, degree of this term is 2. Degree of this term is 2, but degree of this term is 1. Degree of this term is 1. Degree of this term is 1. And finally there is a constant term, degree of this term is 0. So in this expression, in this equation, some terms have of degree 2, some terms are of degree 2, and some terms have degree 1 and one term has degree 0, and hence this is non-homogeneous equation. If you take only up to this, it will be homogeneous equation, since degree of each term in this expression is 2. Therefore, this is a homogeneous equation. So here what we have to do? We have to prove that equation of a cone whose vertex is origin is a homogeneous equation, and conversely we have to prove that every homogeneous equation in the variables x, y, z, every homogeneous equation of degree 2 in variables x, y, z represents a cone with vertex at origin. We prove the straight direction of the theorem and also we prove the converse of the theorem. Before going to forward part of the theorem, the equation of a cone whose vertex is origin is homogeneous. We have to prove that we have to take a general equation of a cone and we prove that if the vertex of the cone is origin, then the equation turns into a homogeneous equation of degree 2. So we proceed like that. Consider the second degree equation like this. This is a second degree non-homogeneous equation. Second degree non-homogeneous equation. Suppose that this equation represents a cone. We are letting like that. Suppose that this equation represents a cone. You can see in the diagram, this is the cone. So we are assuming that equation 1 represents a cone with vertex at origin. So we take a point P x dash y dash z dash. We will take a point P x prime y prime z prime on the curve. Suppose this is the point. Here you can see in the diagram. So then any point on OP is of the form Rx dash, Ry dash, Rz dash for R belongs to R. How can you say this? Because how can you say this? Here you can see OP is equation of line OP. So what are the direction ratios of OP? Direction ratios of OP are x prime minus 0, y prime minus 0, z prime minus 0, because O is the point 0, 0, 0 and P is the point x dash, y dash, z dash. Therefore, direction ratios of OP are x prime, y prime, z prime. Therefore, directional ratios of OP are x prime, y prime, z prime, and the line OP is passing through 0, 0, 0. Therefore, equation of line OP is x minus 0 by x prime is equal to y minus 0 by y prime is equal to z minus 0 by z prime. Therefore, x by x prime, y by y prime, z by z prime is equal to R. Say. From this we can say that any point on OP is of the form Rx prime, Ry prime, or z prime. Suppose since P dash is a point on OP, we can assume that P dash is equal to Rx prime, Ry prime, or z prime. Since OP is generator of the cone, the point lies on the cone. So you can see in the diagram, if you take any generator of a cone, then the line, the generator, the straight line which is treated as generator completely lies on the surface of the cone. Therefore, every point on the generator is a point on the cone. Every point on the generator lies on the cone. Therefore, this point P prime is also lies on the cone, and hence the coordinates of point P prime satisfies the equation of cone. Therefore, by keeping all these values in the equation 1, we will get like this. So, on simplification and taking common, this equation turns like this. This equation turns like this: r square into a x prime whole square plus b y prime whole square plus c z prime whole square plus 2f y prime z prime plus 2g z prime x prime plus 2h x prime y prime plus 2r into u x prime plus v y prime plus w z prime plus d is equal to 0. This is the equation. This is actually for every r. We know that for every real number r, the point r x prime, r y prime, r z prime lies on this generator OP. Therefore, since OP is generator, every point on OP satisfies the equation of the cone. Therefore, for every r belongs to R, this point lies on the cone, and hence for every r belongs to R, this equation is true. This equation is true. So, since this equation is true for every r belongs to R, we must have this value 0, we must have this value, that means coefficient of r square should be 0, and this value should be 0, and this value should be 0. Therefore, we must have ax prime whole square plus by prime whole square plus cz prime whole square plus 2f y prime z prime plus 2g z prime x prime plus 2h x prime y prime is equal to 0, and ux prime plus vy prime plus wz prime is equal to 0, and d is equal to 0. From equation 3, it is clear that the point x prime, y prime, z prime satisfies the equation ux plus vy plus wz is equal to 0. Here, what is the relation? Ux prime plus vy prime plus wz prime is equal to 0. This means this point satisfies this equation. This point satisfies the equation ux plus vy plus wz is equal to 0. But this is equation of a plane. So this is a contradiction, because the point x dash y dash z dash lies on a cone, but cone is a curved surface. But here we have ux plus vy plus wz is equal to 0 is a plane, and this point satisfies the plane equation, so which is a contradiction. Therefore, to avoid this contradiction, we must have u is equal to v is equal to w is equal to 0. Since we arrived at a contradiction, so we must have From this relation, we must have u is equal to v is equal to w is equal to 0. Otherwise, if any one of UVW is not 0, for example, if UVW all are not 0, or UV out of these two, if one is non-zero and two are 0, or 2 is non-zero and 1 are 0, we will have an equation of a plane like this. We will have an equation of a plane like this. Therefore, whenever this is a plane equation, we have a contradiction. Therefore, we must have, to avoid this contradiction, we must have u is equal to v is equal to w is equal to 0. Therefore, also d is equal to 0 and UVW are 0, since, see the equation number 1. In this equation, we have proved that UVW are 0 and d is also 0. Therefore, we are only left with ax square plus by square plus cz square plus 2fyz plus 2gzx plus 2hxy is equal to 0. We left with this equation. Therefore, obviously, so once again I am repeating, finally we have proved that u is equal to v is equal to w is equal to 0 and d is equal to 0. On taking all these values, we will get only all these terms will be vanished. Therefore, only we will get ax square plus by square plus cz square plus 2fyz plus 2gzx plus 2hxy is equal to 0. That means the equation turns into a homogeneous equation. The equation 1 turns into a homogeneous equation of second degree. This means the equation of a cone whose vertex is origin is a homogeneous equation. Converse of this theorem. Conversely, consider the homogeneous equation. So what we have to prove that? We have to prove that this homogeneous equation of second degree represents a cone with vertex at origin. So if any point p x dash y dash z dash satisfies equation 5, suppose if a point p x prime y prime z prime satisfies this equation, then every point of the form r x prime, r y prime, r z prime also satisfies this equation. How can you say? We can see here. If this is equation f of x naught x y z, if p satisfies this equation, we can write f of x prime comma y prime comma z prime is equal to 0. So by substituting this point in this equation, we will have f of rx prime, ry prime, rz prime. This can be written as r square into f of x prime, y prime, z prime, because if you substitute this point in this equation, since each term of this equation is of second degree, r square will get common. There will be r square in each term. Therefore, we will have r square common. Therefore, r square into 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, rx prime, ry prime, rz prime also satisfies the equation. So, it is proved that whenever p x prime, y prime, z prime satisfies equation 5, then obviously rx prime, ry prime, rz prime also satisfies equation 5. Therefore, if that means here it is O, every point on the line OP satisfies the homogeneous equation given by this. Therefore, it means that OP is generator and this equation represents a cone. Once again I am repeating. So, whenever p x prime, y prime, z prime satisfies equation 5, the point p prime, rx prime, ry prime, rz prime also satisfies this equation. That means every point on OP, every point p prime on OP satisfies this homogeneous equation. This means that we can easily say that this equation represents a cone and OP is generator of this cone. Therefore, hence, if any point P lies on the surface given by equation 5, then every point, hence if any point P lies on the surface given by equation 5, then every point on the line OP also lies on the surface. So by definition of a cone, we can easily see that the surface given by equation 5 is a cone with vertex at the origin and OP is its generator. Hence the proof is over. So here we have proved that every homogeneous equation represents a cone, and also already we have proved in the first part of this theorem the equation of a cone whose vertex is origin is homogeneous, and in this part we have proved the converse, that is every homogeneous equation of second degree represents a cone with vertex origin. So from this theorem we can easily see that the homogeneous of second degree in x, y, z, ax square plus by square plus cz square plus 2fyz plus 2g zx plus 2h xy is equal to 0. This is the equation of a cone whose vertex is origin. So if Lmn are note 1, if Lmn are directional ratios of a generator of the cone given by this equation, then the equation of generator is x by L, y by m, z by n. Since this is the equation, this is the cone whose vertex is origin 0, 0, 0. So Lmn are direction ratios of the generator. Therefore, equation of the generator is given by, since 0, 0 is the point on the line, we can write the equation of the generator as x minus 0 by L, y minus 0 by m is equal to z minus 0 by n. That means x by L is equal to y by m is equal to z by n is the equation of generator. Therefore, any point on this generator is given by LR, MR, NR. By taking this ratio is equal to R, we can write x is equal to LR, y is equal to MR, z is equal to NR. Therefore, for every real number R, the point LR, MR, NR lies on the generator. So, it is clear that generator means every point on the generator lies on the cone. For example, you can see here, this is the vertex and this is the generator, and this surface is the cone. We can easily see that every point on the line, every point on the generator lies on the cone. Therefore, every point on the generator satisfies the equation of the cone. Therefore, this point satisfies the equation of the cone. That means this point satisfies this equation. So by substituting this point in above equation, we will get like this. On simplification, from each term we can take r square common. Therefore, by shifting r square to this side, we will have al square plus bm square plus cn square plus 2f mn plus 2g ln plus 2h lm is equal to 0. Here Lmn are, what are Lmn? Here Lmn are direction ratios of the generator. From this expression we can easily see that Lmn satisfies the equation of the cone. What is the equation of the cone? Ax square plus by square plus cz square plus 2fyz plus 2gzx plus 2h lm is equal to 0. So Lmn is the direction ratios of generator. From this relation we can easily see that the direction ratios of the generator satisfies the equation of the cone. That means whenever you are given an equation of a cone whose vertex is origin, then the direction ratios of each generator satisfies the equation of the cone. So Thus, it is clear that the DRS of the generator of the cone with vertex at the origin O satisfies the equation of the cone. DRS of the generator of the cone with vertex of the, that means if you take a cone with vertex at with origin, then its equation a homogeneous equation. This is not 1, this is 1 point, and the direction ratios of the generator satisfies the equation of the cone. You have to keep in mind these 2 points. First point is the equation of a cone whose vertex is origin is homogeneous equation of second degree. And another point we have to keep in mind, the direction ratios of each generator satisfies the equation of the cone. And note 2. So, if the vertex is not origin or any point other than origin, alpha, beta, gamma. Suppose that alpha, beta, gamma is the vertex of the cone which is not the origin, then the equation of the cone is given by this relation, this equation, a into x minus alpha whole square plus b into y minus beta whole square plus c into z minus gamma whole square plus 2f into y minus beta z minus gamma plus 2g into z minus gamma x minus alpha plus 2h into x minus alpha y minus beta is equal to 0. This means this equation represents a cone whose vertex is alpha, beta, gamma. The problem. See this problem. Find the equation of the cone whose vertex is at the origin and guiding curve is given by these equations. These are the equations of the guiding curve and vertex is the origin. So we have to find the equation of the cone. We have just now proved that the equation of the cone whose vertex is origin is a homogeneous equation. Therefore, the equation of cone, so required equation of the cone is homogeneous equation because the vertex is origin, and also the cone equation is satisfied by the points which satisfies equation 1. So that means the equation of the cone whose vertex is origin is homogeneous equation, and also we can see that every homogeneous equation, that means every point that satisfies these 2 equations also satisfies homogeneous equation. Therefore, we have to find the homogeneous equation. We have to make this equation homogeneous of second degree with the help of this equation. So this is done by this procedure. So equation of the cone is obtained by converting the equation ax square plus by square plus cz square equal to 1 into homogeneous by making this equation to homogeneous with the help of Lx plus My plus Nz is equal to P. Therefore, from this we can see that ax square plus by square plus gz square is equal to, actually what is the equation, ax square plus by square plus cz square is equal to 1. Therefore, ax square plus by square plus cz square is equal to 1 square, that is equal to Lx plus My plus Nz by P. From this we can write Lx plus My plus Nz by P is equal to 1. So substitute this for 1. Therefore you will get like this. From simplifying we will get like this, and on complete simplification finally we will get this, which is the equation of required cone, which is the equation of required cone with vertex at origin. See another problem. Find the equation of cone. See this. See this. Find the equation of the cone with vertex at the origin and which pass through the curve given by the equations, these 2 equations. That means these two equations are the base curve of the cone and the origin is the vertex. This problem is also solved as in the problem, as the problem just we have solved, like the problem just we have solved. So given curve is ax square plus by square is equal to z, lx plus my plus nz is equal to p. These two equations represents a guiding curve. Required cone is the cone with vertex origin. Therefore, required cone is given by the homogeneous equation, because we just proved in this video itself that the equation of a cone whose vertex is origin is homogeneous. Therefore, required cone is given by homogeneous equation, so that all the points satisfies this guiding curve also satisfies this homogeneous equation. Therefore, we can find the equation of the cone by making this equation homogeneous with the help of this equation. From this equation we can write that lx plus my plus nz by p is equal to 1. Since lx plus my plus nz is equal to p, we can write lx plus my plus nz by p is equal to 1. So now we can write ax square plus by square is equal to 2z into 1. So you can replace 1 with lx plus my plus nz by p. Therefore we will get, by shifting p to this side, by shifting p to here, we will have pax square plus pby square is equal to 2lzx plus 2myz plus 2nz square. On simplifying, finally we will get this equation. This is the required equation of cone in this problem. So you have to solve such type of problems in this procedure. This is the procedure to solve the problems given like this. So whenever you are asked to find the equation of a cone with vertex at origin and passing through some guiding curve like this, which procedure we have to follow? We have to follow that. So it is clear that equation of a cone whose vertex is origin is homogeneous. Therefore it is clear that since this is guiding curve, every point satisfies this equation, also satisfies the equation of the cone. Therefore we have to find the equation of the cone with the help of these equations. So the equation of the cone is obtained by homogenizing these two equations. This is done by this procedure. So finally we will have an equation of a homogeneous equation of second degree, which is the required equation of the cone. So this is the procedure you have to follow when you are asked to find such type of equations of a cone with the given condition. Thank you very much.